So there's
Oh.
multiple people to blame,
Hey, YouTube.
but here we
Hey.
are, guys.
So you're jumping right in the middle, and it's going to be a little awkward for everyone at YouTube. Bottom line is we had some tech issues. Not going to blame anyone specifically.
We didn't have tech
Although-
issues. We had a three-way stoner moment. Actually, no, a
Yeah.
two-way. Jeff is out of the loop on this one.
Yeah, Jeff is blameless in this.
I don't think anyone should be blamed. Shit happens. You're watching the YouTube video now. We're at the movie review stage.
Yeah, you missed like 20
portion.
minutes.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the best story that's going to be told tonight, so we're fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
we talked a little bit about Kevin's Jackass Days, his ridiculous Gecko brand or whatever it's fucking called T-shirt, and now we're reviewing movies. You're caught up. We're talking about Everybody Wants Some. Loved it, Kevin. Loved
There
it.
we go.
I think
I love it just as much now as I did then.
That's what you missed.
Yep. I liked it more than I like Days and Confused because I didn't have as much fun in high school as I did in college. And I don't know, I just thought like the whole way that Richard Linklater
Dick
landed-
Linklater?
Is that how do you say it?
It's Linklater. You were right. I said
Okay.
Dick Linklater.
Oh yeah, Dick Linklater. I just thought he nailed, like, I guess my thought of what baseball culture and like the baseball clubhouse and frat boy lifestyle would be. Like, I don't know, I've known baseball players obviously, and they're pretty similar, and I just thought it was awesome. And like there's so many different like little jokes or moments in the movie that I really enjoyed that I thought were funny and authentic. Like baseball players like walking around campus, hooking up with random chicks, not going to class, or not even like just joking about the idea of doing classwork.
Yeah.
And
You know who
like-
I really liked? I like that dude, that crazy crackhead pitcher with the fucked up mustache. I
Yeah,
love
Raw
that
Dog?
dude. Yeah, the dude who just gets kicked out of places and has zero chill whatsoever, and he's always flipping out.
Zero chill.
Love that dude.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I really like the scene where they're scrimmaging and they're doing the voluntary practice, which is another thing that I love. I love that about just like athletes and like these type of personalities where the coach comes in and he gives them the rules, like, yeah, and you know, there's a voluntary practice. Hey, captain, what do you have to say? Yeah, the voluntary practice is fucking mandatory. You know, like, and he's like, oh, okay, cool, and they just move on with it. But yeah, just or like during the practice, there's like two stars of the team. The guy that Kevin likes, his name's Raw Dog. He's got this creepy mustache and like he's just has no chills, but he has a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. He's got fucking heat, right? And like legit like pro aspirations and hopes. And there's this other guy who's an All-American on the team, like good hitter, and they're in practice, and the guy's just trying to do bullshit batting practice, and this guy's fucking lacing the 95 on him, throwing the one, and he fucking turned one around and then like pretty much tells him to go fuck off. And because they're both alphas and they don't like apologize ever, that's not what they do. Like the next scene, the baseball player just goes up to him and like in his way of saying sorry was like, hey, yeah, you hit the shit out of that ball. He's like, yeah, dude, we're cool. And like they just like shrugged it off. And I was like, I think we have that kind of relationship. The Puma or the MSPH co-host. Sometimes we'll get into arguments via text, and we don't necessarily say sorry, but we'll make like a joke or a comment one way, and it's kind of like an apology.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exact. I don't know that any one of us has ever really apologized to any one of the others.
Yeah, it's understood. Like we telepathically.
I
Another
know
thing
I
is-
haven't actually ever said I'm sorry. Usually I have a fucking complete fucking meltdown on YouTube, disappear for a couple of days, then pop back in like nothing happened.
Yeah, then we just get a text from Shuddyboy like, yeah, you guys hear they're putting out new Tony Hawk game? Like, oh, Shuddy's back. Sweet.
Yeah. That's how it works, though. That's how alphas say sorry. Like, I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna piss Shuddy off, and then I'll text him one morning like, "Dude, you're so nasty at Trivial Pursuit." And he's like, "You know what? All right, we're cool. We're cool."
So wait a second. Does that mean we're all alphas?
We move in alpha ways. I wouldn't.
Fuck yeah.
I think when I first moved out to California, I was more of an alpha. Now,
Worst case scenario, you two are alpha adjacent. I'm definitely alpha.
Oh, well, all right.
He has property, so that's fair.
And
Oh, that's true.
And a brand new vehicle.
What?
Oh, is that part of your? Is that the story you're going to tell?
That's part of my whole weekend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get through these reviews.
It started off with a bang and did not end on a whimper.
All right.
I mean, it did because the Eagles fucking sucked. Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman need to be fucking fired today.
Let it out.
They just need to go. They need to fucking go. They need to go. Jeffrey, I can't even.
Can't fire the owner. Can't fire the owner.
I can't even blame the owner, but he needs to stop letting Howie Roseman play with his little dingus and fuck up this team because he knows how to do accounting. He's not a football guy. He shouldn't be running a fucking football team. Chip Kelly was right to put that little bitch in a room in the basement.
Oh, fucking eat shit. Howie,
yeah, fuck you,
Howie Mandel, or whoever you're talking about.
Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman, you punk bitch. You just got dick slapped by an alpha named Shuddyboy.
But Friday, Saturday, fucking premium weekend.
All right, and we're going to circle back and hit it.
Yes.
Everybody wants some. I'd give it a 4.75. I wish it were longer. I could watch it for 4 days.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour movie, too. And it goes by like that. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, you could easily just like, yeah, you could do a sequel or just add to that. Like, it was fucking awesome. And
yeah.
This isn't like a knock on any of the actors, but none of them are stars or none of them are like major people. Maybe they're going to be soon, or
I think
I'm missing something, but
probably the biggest
Netflix show.
I would say the biggest name in that group was Wyatt Russell.
Yeah.
Who just, god damn it, that guy fucking kicks ass in everything he does, and this might be one of his best roles. Just like
I've only
the
seen
goofy
it
stoner.
Once, but I remember him being amazing in it.
He's so fucking good. And I know somebody who knows him and says he's like the chillest dude ever. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah. He's supposedly super dope and super chill. Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine that his dad's not super chill either.
Yeah, Kurt Russell has to kick ass. I refuse to accept anything else other than Kurt Russell is a fucking G.
If I hear different news than him being awesome, I'm just going to choose and ignore it.
Have you ever seen
Tango and Cash? Love it. 5 Dick.
No, The Bastard Sons of Baseball, about the minor league baseball team that Kurt Russell's dad owned?
No. Were they gnarly?
They were gnarly.
Like just fucking up the town after baseball games?
Bastard.
Baseball teams get after it more than, I think they party harder than, I know hockey players get after it, but I'm pretty sure baseball players party the hardest.
Because you can be a fat slob.
The battered bastards of baseball.
You can be a fat slob and still play baseball.
And it's it's a Netflix original.
You can straight up have a beer belly and play baseball. Like, it can happen.
Yeah.
Listen,
go to the Hall of Fame.
Randy Bullock, the kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals, has a bit of a belly on him.
Yeah,
he's a bit top heavy.
That's a kicker.
I know, but it's still weird to see.
Fair enough, but yeah, I mean,
it's not weird to see a pitch. It's not weird to see David Wells on the mound,
for sure. Yeah,
or Bartolo Colon.
One of my sports management professors is like a sports therapist, kinesiologist or whatever, and one of his clients that he worked on was David Wells.
A kinesiologist?
Yeah, that's like the study of muscle movement, right?
Kinesiology.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Thanks for cleaning that up. Well, one of his clients was David Wells, and he was like, I swear to God, believe it or not, David Wells is one of the best athletes I've ever worked on. Like, he's supposed to be a tank. He's just a fat fucker. I don't know. Anyways, I'd give Everybody Wants Some. Yeah, I give a 4.75. I actually think I like it more than Dazed and Confused. I gotta rewatch it a couple more times, but it's an easy watch, one of the easiest watches. And for me, it was just like wall to wall fun, dude. I love that.
It's awesome.
I lived in that lifestyle. outside of the baseball part for like a few years, and it was probably going to go down as the best time of my life. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's hard to have a bad time living vicariously through these fucking drunken goofuses. Despite the fact that everybody in it looks like they're 45 years old. I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, you guys are in college, huh?
I thought that fool was Billy Crudup the whole time. I was like, that is Billy Crudup.
And one dude, for anybody who's stuck with Walking Dead longer than they should have, I think it's the guy who plays Dwight in Walking Dead, is in Everybody Wants Some. He's the guy with like the... kind of has facial hair like me, like he almost looks like a musketeer. And my girl Zoe Deutsch, who I just straight up love, is in it.
Was she the freshman baseball pitcher's love interest? Was it that girl?
Yeah. Leah Thompson's
She's
daughter.
like a cross up between like Olivia Wilde and who played Seth Rogen's wife in Neighbors?
Rose Byrne.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like a hybrid of those two women. She's beautiful.
Yeah, I love her in Zombieland too, as like the
blonde
airhead
bits?
blonde. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anytime
she
she
was
was
good.
on screen, I was fucking laughing my ass off.
Okay, yeah. She was one of the few bright spots in that movie.
I watched a movie that Shuddy previously reviewed, and reviewed poorly.
Oh, you watched I'm Thinking of Ending Things?
No. I've heard enough about that movie where I don't think I will ever go back and finish the remaining hour and 55 minutes of it. I watched Vivarium.
Okay.
And you did not like that, right, Shuddy?
No.
Do you remember your score, Shuddy?
You didn't micro-dick it, did you?
I did not micro-dick it. I believe I said it was pretentious as fuck. I think.
I feel like you don't like pretentiousness.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think that's what I said. It was really pretentious.
I've been, because it's a Prime movie. So whenever I open up the Prime app, it's always suggesting me to watch it. And it was late at night, and I was stoned, and I knew I didn't have, a 2-hour plus movie in me. And I looked at the runtime, and I think it's like 90 minutes, hour and 40 minutes, and I was like, all right, I think I can suffer through this. I like Imagine Poops. I like Jesse Eisenberg. And it's a weird horror movie. It's probably going to be stupid and too weird for its own good, but I'll get it over with, and I can say I've seen it. And I actually really liked it.
Really?
I don't know about really liked it, but maybe because I went in and my expectations were so low. I just found it creepy. Like it is. So it's basically, for anybody who forgot, Jesse Eisenberg and Imagining Poops are a couple, and they're trying to get a house together, and they stumble upon this like creepy real estate guy who's like, "Ooh, follow me, I'll take you to a wonderful home." And then they go into this place where everything is identical. Every single house, they're all the same model, they're all the same paint color, they have the same yard. It's just a repeating suburbia labyrinth of the same
It's like
house.
a Japanese neighborhood.
And the clouds are different. Like the clouds look like, textbook cloud. Like you would never see them naturally, but maybe you'd see them in a cartoon like that. It just was like completely fake and manufactured. And then when the guy leaves, he just like ghosts them. And they're like, all right, well, I guess we can get the fuck out of here now. And they get lost and they can't find their way out of the development. Everything just keeps repeating. And they're just fucking trapped there. And it's stupid, like the premise, but I don't know, if you watch a movie and you put yourself in the shoes of the people in it, it's nightmarish. Like I wouldn't want to be trapped in some weird fucking house, and no matter how long I drive, everything just keeps repeating and I keep coming back to the same house. Cuz they're number 9, so that's how they know, like, fuck, we're back at the house we looked at again. And then there's a point where like they just, like, a box of food arrives and it's like, here you go, eat this food. And then they get delivered a baby and they're like, yeah, take care of this baby now. And when the kid gets a little bit older,
Right. Is this all the same movie?
yeah. So they're trapped in this house.
Vivarium.
getting like
That's why
food
Shuddy hated it.
that sucks. Like they make this face while they're eating the food. Like, ah, God, believe you have to eat this fucking powdered gross shit again.
It just looks like the most bland thing possible, and it's the same thing every day.
It's
Yeah, so
MRE.
they're basically
It's-
just trapped in hell, and then they
It's
get
an allegory for the monotony of life.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why Vivarium. We go to movies to get out of the monotony of life. That's why we fucking do them. Not
But-
to remind us of it, dumbass.
I watch horror movies to be creeped out, and I was genuinely creeped out by it. When that kid gets a little bit older, and he talks to them and stuff, he has this weird, altered fake voice, and he's like, "I am a dog, mommy. Arf, 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 arf." And he's running around in circles in the living room just barking at himself, and the two of them are just standing there like this. Fucking kill me, kill me, kill me. I can't believe we have to take care of this stupid fucking kid. And I don't know. I feel like they introduce, like, every few minutes, they introduce another weird little wrinkle. I found it creepy. I kind of dug it. I could totally see how it's not for everybody and why Shuddyboy hated it. But I oddly enjoyed it. I don't know what to say.
Were you on any PEDs or was it an exercise bike movie? How did you watch it?
He said he was stoned and in bed
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
and didn't have the attention span or the energy for a 2-hour movie, so he put this one on because it had a shorter runtime than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Shuddy, what are you not playing Madden, you fucking pussy?
And now you're all caught up, Jeff. Now you're back to where we are.
Wait, is this on YouTube? Are we recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, this part is.
Oh, okay. Go figure.
I know. And I like how, just to peel the curtain back a little bit, I texted Shuddy and Geoff, and I'm like, all right, look. Heads up, I'm in a completely ridiculous outfit. It's the first thing you're going to see when I sign on. Let's try to not address it until we're out of the Easter egg, so the discussion will be on YouTube. And we forgot to hit fucking record on the video thing.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I put on...
I'm sorry,
I put on
guys.
this-
It's a very 2020 thing for us to do.
You know, and we're still getting the hang of the whole video aspect of it, you know? We did,
Yeah.
460-something episodes with no video, and then...
9.5 years, no video.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
fucked
guys,
up.
work with us. It's, we're only like 6 months through this. It's going to take a little while.
Yeah.
You can't expect us to get master video at least for the first year.
But yeah, I
It'll be
hated, in Vivarium, I hated that little fucking Jared Kushner looking little bastard. God, he was so fucking creepy.
Jay Kush.
I'll give it a solid 3.75 dicks. It got the job done. It creeped me out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I liked how it ended.
it's nice that you scored it higher than Shuddy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a shot after all. You're on a roll lately with me. With Everybody Wants Some.
I don't think, Geoff, you will like this one.
No? All right, thanks.
So watch it at your own peril.
Well, no. You got that. You were right on Everybody Wants Some. I'm not gonna roll the dice on Vivarium. Shuddy didn't like it. You don't think I'll like it. That's good enough for me. I need a review out of one of you guys for one of these new streaming things, whether it be Utopia with John Cusack and Rainn Wilson, or I might fuck this up. Tehran, the new Apple Plus series.
Oh, I don't have Apple Plus.
All right, well, funny you should mention that
Either one.
because I watched Utopia in its entirety this weekend.
Oh my God, the
They
whole
were-
series?
Yes, all
How
8
many-
episodes.
Cool. Why did they do staggered or weekly installments of The Boys and not with this?
Because The Boys has such a viewing that they're trying to draw people in every week. I would assume that's what it is. To get them other content, to get them, okay, while we're waiting for The Boys to come out, let's watch Utopia.
Was Utopia good enough that in the second season they might get the Boys treatment?
I enjoyed it very much. Sharon was so on it. But I enjoyed it very much. I did not like the ending. John Cusack was great in it. This won't mean anything to you, Geoff, but the guy who played the Riddler in Gotham, Kevin, do you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He's in this, and he's very good in it. Rainn Wilson is also very good in it. It's a strange premise to be watching a TV show about a pandemic.
In the middle of a pandemic?
In the middle of a pandemic. Yeah. So every episode has a warning on it that it's an act of fiction.
Are they trying to say that did they like produce the show before the pandemic?
Yes. Okay. And it just so happens to be a flu-like virus.
Yeah, the disclaimer's like, don't worry, guys, this could never happen in real life. This is just fiction.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. This isn't real life. This is just a movie.
Very violent.
Well, there's a lot of sneezing in it. Violent sneezing.
Desmond, what's his name? From You're the Worst.
Desmond?
I don't know what You're the Worst is.
Desmond Poopface? Is that
Hold
the guy?
On. No. He's been on Doug Loves Movies a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's in it. He's very fucking good in it.
How did Rainn Wilson?
Rainn Wilson brought it. Desmond Borges.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. Very violent. Lots of twists and turns. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you had a fun time watching a pandemic show.
Oh, well. It's true. I get it.
It's all good. Yeah, whatever.
But I don't want to give too much away because it is it's a puzzle the main characters are putting together that reveals what's going on. So there's really no way. But the basic premise is a comic book that's been lost to time has been found in a hoarder's house. And in the first episode, the people who found it go to a Comic-Con to sell it and have a bunch of people look at it and place a bid. And then these people who are trying to find the book start killing everybody who's seen it. And then start tracking down the protagonists of the movie because they actually have it in their possession.
Well, contact tracing.
Because this comic book is supposedly, it's a second part of a book, and the first book, like, predicted SARS and stuff like that. So this is supposed to predict a new pandemic.
Okay.
And
we're still talking about that Rainn Wilson
thing,
right?
People for it.
And yes. Well, the people who are I can't really go into it, but
yeah, right.
There are people who don't want people to know what's in the book, and they're the ones that send the killers.
How about this final question before we get to a grade and we move on? How do you feel about John Cusack? How is his character? How's his performance? Give me something on John Cusack, please.
John Cusack is an American treasure and is very good in this show.
Duly noted.
That's all I can say.
Okay.
Fair enough. How many Utopia dicks are you going to suck?
He crushes it. I'm at 4.25. I really enjoyed it.
No shit.
It would be a 4.5, but like I said, I did not like the ending.
You
know who else is in it? Do you remember the female cop from The Wire?
I didn't watch The Wire.
Geoff, she's black, I believe. She's a lesbian.
Yes, black lesbian in the show.
Yes, in the show.
Yes. Yeah.
She is in this, and she is also very good.
Okay, cool. 425.
425.
Did it end on a cliffhanger? Is there going to be season 2?
It ended on a serious cliffhanger.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Did you not like the cliffhanger, or did you not like that they ended it on a cliffhanger?
I didn't like the cliffhanger they ended it on.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Solid review, Shuddy. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Should I review The Social Dilemma? Or wait until you guys watch it?
Since I fucking dropped the ball and I choked. Shuddy, did you watch it?
I didn't finish it.
Was it too boring, huh?
It was, in my opinion, we only got like 35 minutes in, and it was kind of like, you're not saying anything that is really groundbreaking, is really like blowing my mind. Like, oh my God. Like everything they said in that first 35 minutes, I'm like, well, I mean, I assumed this is what was happening. I didn't know, I didn't have anybody saying this is what's happening, but everything you're saying is completely logical and doesn't really.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I was watching it too. I kind of felt like, remember when we watched The Great Hack? And it was just like, no shit at everything, at all the information they threw at you. It's like, yeah, no shit, we know all this already. That's kind of how this was, and I was like, I mean, I get that they're kind of showing their work, and like all the things that we knew were happening, they're explaining how it happens and why, and sort of even just how, simple things like they interviewed the guy who came up with the idea for a like button on Facebook, and he was like, yeah, I thought this would be a way to spread positivity. And all it's done is lead to like obsessive behavior and depression in like teens or whatever. Because like, oh, that guy got more likes than me, or oh, this post didn't get more likes. What am I doing wrong? And created a complex instead of spreading positivity like he wanted it to. I feel like the first 35 minutes or maybe even longer, they're laying the groundwork and kind of just getting everybody up to speed for the 3 people that didn't know how social media was mining all of our shit. But and I also didn't care for they do some scripted, acted out skit.
That was
things.
weird. Yeah,
like they strung along this intermittent after school special type thing that I could have done without. But once they get into some of the heavier stuff of like the way your phone will prompt you, like it knows if you've been neglecting an app for a certain while, so it'll just nudge you and send you notifications and just. What it reminded me of is one of the driving things behind me when I quit smoking cigarettes was like, of course, I didn't want to stink like cigarettes. I didn't want to waste money. I didn't want to get cancer or any diseases. But one of the things that really bit me in the ass was like, dude, cigarettes are just like this self-sustaining organism. Like the product of a cigarette has no use to anybody. It doesn't get you drunk like beer does. It doesn't get you stoned like weed does. It does nothing. It's a gross thing that you have to force yourself to get addicted to, and then you're addicted to it. And there's these people that are just utter fucking scum of the earth slime bags that are getting rich off of your slow, painful death from cancer. So it's like, I don't want to give my money to said scumbags. And it's kind of like that with the whole, like, with the social media thing. It's like, when you see it all laid out in front of you, you just feel dirty, like, gross. I'm the fucking product. Like, I'm just being mined and picked apart and analyzed by fucking AIs so rich scumbags can make even more money off of me. So yeah. You do end up feeling dirty and unwashed after you finish it. And some of the other stuff about how they get into how they, like, loop people with conspiracies, like, if you're on your social media show like any sort of interest in conspiracy theories, they'll direct a whole bunch of bullshit to you. Just like utter, like known fake news. Like they'll just feed you bullshit. Oh, you think the earth is flat? You watched a couple flat earth videos? Here's a cavalcade of fucking damaging diarrhea to further turn you into a psychopath. And that stuff was a little creepy about how they can pinpoint that stuff. And they know people so well, and then they just feed into it and just make things worse. And they like the whole bunch of the suits that they interviewed from like former Facebook and Twitter employees and stuff. They're like, this is dry. I see us heading towards a civil war. I think civil war is inevitable, and this is the cause of it. Because it's just pitting people against each other with bullshit. And the other thing that bummed me out was when they showed how, like, the damage it does to preteen girls, and they show the rise in popularity of social media just completely mirrors the rise in self-harm and suicide among, like, teenage girls and preteen girls. And that's pretty upsetting. Like, I can only imagine, like, a parent of a preteen girl seeing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it makes parenting even more of a challenge and more important now with all the social media and all these screens that are in our lives, you know. But well, to your point, I agree, or I understand what you mean by them essentially not breaking any new ground with a lot of the stuff, at least in the early part of the movie, first 35 minutes. You know, and it sounds like these social media and internet executives are like double dipping into the profitability or the, I don't know, like the work or like really getting all the meat off the bone. And what I mean by that is like, so they made money and they made a career on developing this shit and inventing this shit. And now they're going to, you know, make some money or get some notoriety or help themselves. I don't know, help their own situation by like snitching on it. Or
it did seem very self-serving from the people that were involved, because
that's what I'm kind of getting at.
Because all of them are former somethings or others at these big tech companies, and they're now all in charge of new tech companies that are now on the ethical side of things. So it's, you know what, like,
because they're guided by ethics, not money. They learn.
So it's kind of like, it's like pushing, it's like they're presenting it all to fit their narrative, it felt like.
Yeah, but but they do explain, like, some guys are blatantly like, yeah, I knew this was kind of a slimy method, and we saw it working for another company, so we instituted it. And then when I saw how effective it was, it sort of bummed me out, and I have, you know, buyer's remorse or whatever you want to call it. And then you have the dude who invented the like button. He's like, fuck, I just thought this would be a thing that would spread positivity and make people happy. And it just created fucking concepts, conditions for people and made things worse. Like, this was the complete opposite of what I was trying to do here. And there's a lot of it, like, they talk to the guy that designed some of the algorithms and the AI, and he's like, we don't even fully understand how these things work, because once they get set in motion and they start learning and evolving, all that shit that happens out of our control, like, we don't even know what these fucking things are anymore. And that was kind of scary. Yeah.
Go figure. They haven't been talking about that in science fiction for like 70 years. I don't know. That came out of nowhere, guys. I mean, I every science fiction book ever written talks about like the danger of artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I know. But like, and
go figure.
The way that, you know, they know when you're scrolling through Instagram, they know how long you pause on a picture for and what the picture is of, so they know more shit to throw at you. And it's basically like, yeah, every business model is just, how can we turn people into more zombies?
Yeah.
Again, none of it is terribly new information, but the behind the scenes stuff of how they got there and how some people just don't give a fuck and the actual damage that it's doing. And then they show, you know, outside of America, that stuff that social media is doing in other countries where the only thing they get is Facebook. There's no such thing as I'm going on the internet. It's just I'm going on Facebook. And the government control what goes on Facebook. So they're like, yeah, they get into the whole Facebook Myanmar thing where they were just like, the government was using Facebook, which is their only means of internet, to drum up all this anti-Muslim stuff and get people to form these civilian militias to go out and hunt down and kill Muslims. Like, just fucking sick, twisted shit. And it's just like, they're like, yeah, everything's sliding like tick by tick into more authoritarianism style government, and the more they control this shit, the more they control you, and there's some freaky shit in there. I'd say it's still worth a watch, even though you're double dipping on info here and there.
Yeah, I don't know. My Facebook account is about to turn 16 years old, and I'm 34. That's kind of a crazy thought. So, yeah, like you just to your point, and I guess probably wrapping it up. I don't know. I'm don't think I'm going to get a lot of new information.
We'll see. So
But I've had a bunch of friends tell me to smoke some pot and watch it. It's going to freak you the fuck out. So
there's for sure stuff that'll freak you out.
All right, cool.
Shuddy, we need to hear about your epic slam good weekend.
Wait. How many Social Dilemma dicks are you sucking?
Oh, did we do dicks on documentaries?
Yeah,
we do dicks on everything.
Come on.
We don't do dicks on comedy specials.
No, that's different. Kevin, you know better. That's different. Documentaries, we do them.
I'll do 4 dicks.
All right, cool. Yeah, Shuddy shopping. Let's do it. Shuddy car shopping. What do we got?
Okay, well, Friday night wasn't car shopping. I texted you two about this and got almost no fucking reaction, which was a real bummer. But Sharon and I decided we didn't want to cook dinner, and we were almost too lazy to even run to McDonald's, and we were going to DoorDash
that is lazy.
it. We were going to DoorDash it, but it was like $12 more before tip to DoorDash
service
McDonald's.
Fees and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm like, let's go get it, and let's stop in Ross before we go to McDonald's. I want to see if they have any long sleeve t-shirts or anything.
Okay.
So we go in, and Sharon splits off to go look in the women's section, and I split off to go into the men's department. And as I'm walking up, I see the back of the head of a dude and a woman, and the dude has no mask on. So I'm being real judgy, being like, this fucking redneck Quakertownian is not wearing a fucking mask. And I kind of side eye him as I walk by. Nothing registers. And then I'm looking through the clothes, and I hear him start to talk. And I stop dead in my tracks, and I look up, stare at him, immediately get out of my phone and text Sharon and I go, I'm almost positive this dude in the men's section with me is the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
Oh, nice. When you texted that to us, I thought that was Sharon texting you.
Yeah, that's what I got
the
out
communication.
Of that too.
No, that was me texting her. And so then I Google him, and all the pictures of him, no neck tattoos. So I text her back, false alarm. It's not him. He doesn't. The lead singer of Smash Mouth doesn't have neck tattoos. So I go to another section, I'm looking, and then I hear him talking to his girlfriend, and he mentions that they flew first class to the area.
Yep.
So I literally stop what I'm doing and make a beeline out of the men's department to go find Sharon and I'm like, I'm back to thinking it's him. And she's like, you're obviously too stoned for this. So
how much time did you spend following around the lead singer of Smash Mouth?
I was trying to be I was really stoned, so I was trying to not be obvious.
Because two things. One, who fucking recognizes, the lead singer of Smash Mouth could kick my door in and beat me to death with a microphone. I'd be like, why is this random nobody beating me with a microphone?
Yeah, dude.
And two,
I feel like he looks like Guy Fieri.
And two, once you realize that it's the lead singer of Smash Mouth, how do you not just go and then go on with your day? How does that have any more of an effect on you than that?
Because
who fucking cares?
When it came out, I really like it. That's first of all, that's part of it.
I'm not trying to be mean, but
it was very unexpected. And when it came out, I really liked the first Smash Mouth album. And we'll circle back to that.
We don't have
Yeah,
to.
it goes in the big. Save that. That's Big Mama's house quality right there.
Yeah, we don't have to circle back to that, Shuddy. You know, we can just move
but
on.
anyway,
That's
so
Big
Sharon
Mama's house.
is going over, and we're talking, and I say something. I'm like, "Oh, I got a pair of socks, so we can go into the area that." She's like, "What kind of socks did you get?" And I go, "Top Gun socks." And she goes, "Of course you did." And then a little louder than a normal human would have done it, I said, "It's because it's the greatest movie in the world." I was fishing for some to get him to turn around so she could look at him.
Yeah, God.
So she could get a look at him, and he turns around and goes, "On Golden Pond," and I, in complete shock, I go, "No, Top Gun," and I hold up the socks like this. And he looks at me.
Those
and
are
he
sweet
goes,
socks.
he
That's
goes-
the main story.
He goes, "Have you seen the trailer for Maverick?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm buying Top Gun socks. Of course I've seen the trailer for Maverick."
What are
You
you?
shuddied him.
Are you some sort of idiot? What are you, the singer of Smash Mouth or something?
Well, so then he starts talking and going on about this trailer, and I stop him. I'm like, can we just stop for 1 second? I have what's probably going to be a crazy question, and he cuts me off, and he goes, "I know what you're going to ask, and yes." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then
Can I suck your dick?
his girlfriend's trying to get him to try on shirts. He won't stop talking to me about Maverick and how great the trailer is and how he's so excited and how he played on that aircraft carrier to 5,000 troops and going on and on.
By the way, did I show you my socks, Mr. Smash Mouth?
And she's like trying to drag him to a mirror for this shirt that she's trying to get him to try on. And she goes, "Will you just look at yourself?" And he goes, "I know how I look. I look like Elvis."
Like fat. Over
No,
the hill Elvis?
he's
looking good.
He's looking good. Yeah.
All right.
Time's been good
Okay.
to him. Time's
right.
been good to him.
Well, he's shopping at a fucking Ross Dress for Less.
Well, I'm not quite sure I understand how that happened. What's going on with that?
I really don't like sales.
I think their luggage might have gotten lost because he was there to play a wedding. I found out. We'll get to that also. But anyway,
Gotta crush that wedding.
I think he was a little intoxicated maybe during this interaction because she also said something to him about it clashing, and he goes, "You know what clashes? Me and the cops."
That's a good line.
And then this other dude in the men's department hears us talking about Mavericks, and he goes, "How do you guys feel about hot shots?"
Like, you know what? Beat it, dude. No one fucking invited you.
That's exactly what Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth said to him. He was like, "We're talking about Maverick and Top Gun, and you bring up hot shots? Get the fuck out of here."
Is that what Charlie Sheen?
Yeah. He goes, "Talking
good
about
American.
hot shots is like saying you like movies and then bringing up hot shots is like somebody mentioning Goonies." To which I go wide-eyed. He goes, "Who the fuck likes Goonies?" And I'm staring at him. And he looks at me and he goes, "You like Goonies, don't you?" I was like, "Yes, very much." And he's like, "Oh, back to Maverick," and went on for another 2 minutes about Maverick.
You should have asked him if True Lies is a better movie.
He would have said no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the other one between? What did you like better, Twins or?
Jingle All the Way. Yeah, have what's his name? Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth solve all of our movie
You know what? I
arguments.
think he might be biased because Smash Mouth is probably on the soundtrack to Jingle All the Way, so he'd probably will pick that one.
Oh,
I
baby.
re-listened
Yeah, he
to
gets
that first
royalties.
Smash Mouth album this weekend, and it's a lot of fun. It's very punky. It's a lot better than the radio All-Star, you know.
I really want to punch you in the penis right now, Shuddyboy.
Mark Rooster agrees with me. Dominic does not. So whose side do you really want to be on in this?
Well, we're not talking about movie taste, so I'll side with Dom.
Man, Mr. 311.
But it ends up that
Yeah, I like 311.
James
too.
Murray from Impractical Jokers got married.
Oh, that's what he was in town for?
They played his wedding.
I saw
on
the
Friday
headlines
night.
about that. About
Yeah,
his
that's
wedding.
what Smash Mouth was in town for.
Oh my God. Could you imagine marrying the Impractical Jokers guy and then Smash Mouth plays your wedding? You gotta be like, is everything with you a fucking joke?
Do you not respect the sanctity of our love? Oh,
He
man.
was a very nice guy.
Well,
So
he doesn't like Goonies very much.
no, he
Yeah.
did not speak highly of Goonies.
He fucking did a little drive-by in Goonie fans out of
But it
nowhere.
was-
Unsolicited. Catching strays.
It was such a flabbergasting interaction. That was not. I looked like a lunatic also while this was happening. Okay, I don't
so?
remember. I think I had my Philadelphia Eagles hat on. I was wearing a hardcore band T-shirt, and then I was wearing these obnoxiously bright red American Eagle joggers. Like I was dressed to be couch bound all night, not to be interacting with a celebrity.
A celebrity. I'd say you were dressed for the front row of a Smash Mouth concert.
Yeah, wearing fucking open-toe flip-flops, socks.
I look like a complete pile of trash. I can't believe this guy was talking to me.
Oh, stop.
Isn't he from Oakland?
They're from California, yeah.
They are, right? Maybe it's Orange County. They could be Orange County, too.
And then Saturday, I bought a 2020 Volkswagen Passat R-Line.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that
A
was.
Volkswagen Passat. A Volkswagen.
A pissant?
Volkswagen.
I bought a Volkswagen piss box.
Isn't Dingus,
PSSAT.
Piss
isn't
at?
Dingus from Puminati sell Volkswagens?
Nissan piss ass? Piss.
Volkswagen. I just sent you a picture of it.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to click into it now.
What
Is it-
made you want to buy that?
It's kind of a nice car. I like this.
When we moved Zach up to Massachusetts, the rental car we drove back was a Passat, and I loved it. It was a great driving experience.
It has a 4.5 out of 5 on cars.com.
So
I
is
did
that
my
construct
research.
4.5 Passat decks?
I
Nice.
did my research. I did my research. Yeah,
What year is it? Did you get a brand
2020 brand spank. It had 9 miles on it when I test drove it.
new? Oh. Other guys popping her cherry.
No, that's what most new cars have.
Right. Well, I thought someone
They have a
else
few
might-
miles on it. No, it's brand spanking new.
All right.
So I was riding a high going into that fucking bullshit football day of Sunday.
Yeah, football's been rough. Hey,
I did pretty good in the PUFL this
yeah,
week.
what's
I'm
your
gonna
record
win.
in the?
I'm about to beat Ron Stoppable. I currently have 182 points.
Oh, okay.
And one of my
Wait, so
dudes
which-
didn't even play.
What's your record going to be?
I'm going to be 2-1.
So I'm 1-8 in all 3 of my leagues. I have less.
Jesus.
I have less wins
So
than
you're
you.
0-3 in 2 leagues and 1-2 in another.
Yeah,
it's
it's been a rough go at it.
I'm gonna be 1-2 in one league, 1-2 in the second league, and 1-2 in both. So I'm gonna be 3-6, or no,
Yeah.
3-6.
Dude, they call me in the one fantasy league I play in. They call me bye-week Geoff. Like, I'm just
On
a
account of
free
you
win. I'm just a
Licking
free
vagina and sucking penis?
win. No, not by, no, like BYE, not BI.
Oh. Wait,
yeah,
what's
that would
BYE?
actually be funny. If bye-week, that's a play on. They should do that, but you know what? You're more clever. That's why we need you to be more inclined to, and football, I guess, accepting because
I'm
we
learning.
can use your brain for this.
All we need is for Richard Linklater to make coming-of-age party movies involving other sports, and I'll get there.
We can do fantasy baseball.
So we kind of have to keep this episode a little shorter than usual this week because it's one of those weird months where there's 5 Mondays. So the podcast hosting site where we do such long episodes now that we're basically out of storage. But I do want to end on Geoff's favorite segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for today's Random Brain Question.
Fucking do it.
This is an oddly Kevin-specific question, and it's another one of those times where I just try to figure out if everybody else is as weird as me. But have you ever been looking at porn / maybe about to beat off, on the cusp of beating off, or you just happen to stumble upon some nudity or porn and fart, and then your fart stinks, and then you get grossed out looking at the video?
Takes you out of the moment?
Yeah.
I've never farted myself out of the mood, no.
No.
Well, I guess this is a bad question because Shuddyboy is scared to watch porn.
But even in just, I've never farted myself out of arousal.
Yeah, when Shuddy's ready, he's ready, and there's not a fart stopping him. But I'm the same way.
Like, because I've been, scrolling through Twitter, and I follow a few people who are in the adult film industry, and sometimes they retweet other people. So I'll just be scrolling, and then sometimes I'll see like a video of like a very nice ass, and it's like, oh, that's a nice ass. Let me see what's going on with this for a second. And it starts playing, and then I cut the cheese, and my fart stinks, and now there's a video. I'm just staring at my phone while someone shakes their ass at me, and I'm smelling farts, and I'm like, ew, that ass.
You got a wet noodle in your hand.
That ass smells like farts. That ass farted on me. And then it ruins things.
So, real quick, just something that just happened in my Madden game that Geoff will find amusing. I just threw an interception in the end zone. The intercepting player on the other team started to run with it and then decided to down it, but stepped out of the end zone and then downed it for a safety.
So they ran out of the end zone, then ran back in?
They stepped out and then downed it in the end zone somehow. It just gave me 2 points for
a glitch, essentially?
Yeah, I think so.
And you're playing the computer.
Yep.
Did Shuddy do something stupid or good?
No, I did something stupid that ended up working out for me.
Oh.
Yeah, someone did something even dumber.
Okay.
Or the computer did something even dumber.
Correct.
I've never farted a boner away, no.
Have you ever farted while watching porn and it smelled bad?
Not that I've never registered that moment. No, I would guess no. I don't know. I guess
You
I'm
have
not
just
as
really bad,
farts as you.
terrible body control.
It's not the fart wasn't by accident. Like, it just so happened to time out where
The boner was.
I'm looking at, and I don't always have a boner. It's just, wow, that's a really nice ass. And then I fart, and then the smell gets to me, and then I'm grossed out by the ass I'm looking at. Because I associate my smelly fart with the ass on my phone.
Do you try to blame your smelly fart on the ass on the phone? Like it came from that ass?
I'm not like staring at my own ass screaming fake news.
All right.
It's just, I can't enjoy this ass anymore because I'm fucking coated in fart gas.
Did you think that we were going to understand where your dumb ass is coming from?
Yeah.
No, but I hoped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
What are you going to do? You can't win them all, right?
yeah, I feel you on some things, Kevin, just not this one.
One of these days. One of these days I'll get you.
Yeah. I was gonna jerk off today, and my phone started ringing, and I saw it was from my vet, whatever, the vet that I took Allie to, and I accidentally sent it to voicemail, and then they left a voicemail, and like the notification of the voicemail popped up, and I had some news that I needed to hear from, so I listened to the news about my dog, and yeah, the boner went away, and I was like, you know what, I'm over this.
It's time to fart.
It wasn't fart time. It wasn't a fart related masturbation kibosh.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tried, friends.
Yeah, it was a good effort.
Hey, if you've ever been in a situation where you farted your boner away, please tell us all about it. You can send your emails to madscientistpartyhour@gmail.com, or you can call 201-472... Wait. Uh-oh.
What'd you do?
201-472-0139. Pretty sure that's
Sounds
it.
right.
Yeah, call in.
It was emails and voicemails about your boners.
Yeah, tell us about farting your boners away. Or maybe you farted your lady boner away. You were scrolling through Twitter and some guy's fucking shaking his sweet hog and you decided to check it out. And then you beefed and it smelled bad and all of a sudden you don't want to look at dicks anymore. We'd love to hear about it.
Or if you farted in bed and the guy you were with was over it after that, that'd be a good story.
Yes. I agree, yes.
Lindsay, I'm talking to you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything. I don't got any intel. Just wanted to throw a name out there.
But, hey, thank you for listening, friends. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and chuck us a kind review if you wouldn't mind. And if you need more MSPH in your life, please head over to patreon.com/madscientistpartyhour. We've got the 2 tiers. The entry-level $5 tier gets you a bonus podcast every week, and then a couple other things will occasionally trickle in there. $10 tier has us all giving our individual solo efforts, including the new episode of What the Fuck Did I Just Watch with Shuddyboy and Dom, with special guest Geoff Clark watching one of the all-time iconic bad movies, Troll 2. Very great episode. I was very entertained. Well done, guys.
You finally got it published?
I think I saw it up there.
Dominic handles all of that. I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay,
up.
cool.
It's up. I
was
saw
wondering
it.
about that.
Yeah.
Dom's very timely.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so-
signed into my. I'm not signed to Patreon anymore on my phone, and I haven't checked it out on my computer. So I have to. I didn't see it get published. Yeah, dude, that was so much fun. Thanks for having me on. Have you been on one of those? Well, which one were you on, Kevin?
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Oh yeah. Tammy
Right.
and the T-Rex. Yeah, another classic horrible movie.
Dude, I love their setup. It was a lot of fun. I kind of see what you mean about it's fun watching bad movies. I can see hanging out with the homies, drinking some beers, smoking pot, and just making fun of that movie because, man, it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty
But
epic.
it's like one of the more, like you said, it's one of the more all-time bad movies. So I don't know how much worse it gets than that, but it was a lot of fun.
Entertaining watch if you like shit movies. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft
At Shuddyboy.
At Geoff Records.
and at MSPH Podcast. Check out Fade the Media, Jeff's other podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Sports and hip hop focused mainly.
Yeah, we'll be talking about the NBA Finals, of course.
And I think that's about it, friends. Unless Shuddyboy's got something.
Nope.
All right, then. Thanks for listening, but until next time.
Ooh, something.